Hello and welcome. Pumpkin has jumped in to say hello for this Halloween special, along with all of the different Lego ideas. So we've got a couple of special guests in this evening. One of them is Mr. J's Toy Collection UK, who will be invited in a second's time to talk about some of the Lego ideas sets that we have got up here. And I've got a very, very funny feeling the gentleman is interested in this one just up here. Now, not only are we going to be talking about this, we will then be going over the Ghostbuster Firehouse, some of the other larger builds that have been available for previous Halloween bits and pieces. We'll link it to the Bricklink stuff as well. And obviously, Mr. Lego King has been building the bits and pieces in the background for the haunted house. So we will be discussing things with him as well. So, Mr. J Toys Collection UK is on the stage right now. Jay, how excited are you for this set?
Hello. How are we doing, everybody? How excited am I for this set? I could do it in one word, very. I could do it in multiple words. That this could potentially be the greatest Lego set they have ever made. Because as a little boy, I was quite the fan of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And a buildable Megazord is a thing I've had in toy form as a child. I've had in toy form as an adult, but we've never had in Lego form. So if this thing comes apart, you get all your Zords, you build the Megazords, we've got the Power Rangers. This thing is going to be roaming around my city, striking down buildings.
So, I mean, like, where do you think you're going to actually put it, though?
Slap bang in the middle of a road, just walking down the road.
So you're going to have it, yeah, but where? Just somewhere random with regards to the actual display.
Pick a building. There's the juice bar in the Power Rangers, so the closest you'll get to that is the diner. The diner's quite short, so it might be towering over my diner. Would be my initial modular building that this will be walking over.
Well, that's fair enough. I am just absolutely cacking my pants in the background, trying to figure out how the hell I do a poll because I'm in a different bit of software. Here we go. It's all right. I am listening to you, Jay, but I'm looking at the 7th screen down on my left-hand side while not actually looking at what you're talking about. So Trigger Bricks has made a good point because we are on the other software. So I forget this. We can get this back on the screen now. Trigger Bricks says no green Power Ranger though. So you said before, Jay, you would have liked to have seen the green and the white.
Yes, so I'm hoping we will still, because it's Lego ideas, they do like to change things before things actually do come out. And with the Goonies, that is also Lego ideas that's just coming out, they added in maybe the most apt name figure ever for this channel. One-Eyed Willy was added in to that set. So they could add the Green Ranger. So it looks like they've gone, the original fan designer here has gone on the start of the season for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Because Tommy doesn't come in until the Green Ranger till about episode 17 off the top of my head would be when Tommy would come in, because he has a 5-part saga in the it's like the biggest saga of the first season. So they could add Tommy in if they wish as the Green Ranger, which I would like. But of course, Tommy does have his own Zord. Tommy has the Dragon Zord it's pretty much as big as this thing. So if a fan designer in the future would like to do a Green Ranger set with a Dragon Zord, I'm sure that would be just as popular as this one. So maybe that could be a hold off. And then later on, he becomes a White Ranger. So they could add him in. I would like a bit of retail. I'd like some villains in here. Give us Rita Repulsa. That'd be great if Lego could chuck her in a little skirt piece as well. So we'll see if they give us anything extra. But we do have the bare minimum here. I'd like Alpha 5. I'd like a Zordon. I'd like a command center. We could literally have the whole thing mocked up in Lego. Somebody out there is going to make a command center with a big Zordon as well. So this opens the door, I think, to a lot of
He's got a big Zord on. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that properly. I thought you said something else. Then I thought he's got a big Zord on. I was like, sorry, what's he talking about? So would you mock up a smaller building to go with this, or would you just keep it as is?
I would keep it as is because my mocking skills have not become what they are. Mock to me is still mint on card for the action figure collecting community, but for you Lego fans, it's my own creation, I do believe. So I haven't gone that deep into Lego yet. It's only been 18 months, and I've started to build an entire city, a medieval display, a space display, and a bookcase. But we don't discuss all that here.
Well, that's very true. No, you've got far too many collections going on at the same time. I've just started a random poll because I can't figure out for the life of me how to quickly do it. So that's the best we've done. So with regards to the actual Power Rangers, obviously you are a massive fan of this. Before we go over it, because we'll go over this in quick details. I know Jay's very busy, but we'll go over the others quickly first. So are you a fan of the Mexican one?
It's massive. So I have seen the designer. I've seen the interviews they did at. I think it was in the headquarters at Billund, wasn't it, with the influencers earlier in the year?
Yeah.
And this actual thing that is a meter tall. The current design is a meter tall, but they did say yes. Clearly, we are going to have to significantly scale that down. But that thing is a meter tall, so absolutely huge. But I do like the Mexican Day of the Dead stuff that they do. I like those kind of designs. It's a very Halloweeny as well. I like the skeletons, so yeah, I do think that is a fun design. Not one that I would be displaying, but if they could keep it a meter tall, which I know they have said they won't, that would be a fantastic looking set.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's going to be one of those that would probably come out in the Goonies time slot, ready for Halloween. But obviously, it would need to be brought forward a couple of days, so it'd need to be now, wouldn't it? Really, because Goonies is out on Saturday, so that'd be the wrong time slot. But because they've got extra ones in, they're now going to have to redo their upload schedule for all the bits and pieces for the Lego ideas. What about the ET?
Anything on timing? Are these all 26? Because I was assuming some might go into 27 with.
No, from what I've read, and we'll go back onto the actual main website. From what I've read, they're making such a huge deal out of this because they've nominated 6 instead of 5, or 6 instead of 4. Sorry, and because there's been so many 10K votes put through, so. I'm assuming because they've already been seen with the people well into earlier this year, because this was from January till March of the start of this year. I think these got nominated through. So it would give them the time frame required to get them out for next year. You would think, because they wouldn't have made this, because they've made this huge hoo-ha over this for the first time ever, because we were saying previously, so if you are going from one stream to another, I'm sorry, but everybody understands the Bricklink designer setup. They understand that, we're on series 7, 8, 9. They get jumped on very, very quickly. But some of these sets, like this, the Mexican one that Jay likes, this got added in 17th of August, 2023. And it's taken that long to just hit 10,000 votes, where Jay's set that he's just got arrived probably got like 8,000 buys for your Vampire Castle in the first few hours. So I don't understand why it's sort of got a different thing with regards to that. But that's a different conversation for a different day. Good evening to everybody that is in the comment section. We've got loads and loads of comments coming through. I will read them all after me and Jay has gone through them, because Jay is on a time limit because it is his good lady's birthday. So if you can, in the comments, write happy birthday to Jay's partner, that would be brilliant. And if you don't know what her name is, just write better half, because it is definitely Jay's better half. So, because if I say a name, you'll try and stalk her on Instagram and she won't like that and all that kind of nonsense. So, I would imagine.
I've already told people, go follow her on Instagram at Cheeky Monkey Kiara. Go, you'll find her there. Yellow logo, big monkey. Well, I've already had people blowing up her DMs all day, so she's having an absolutely lovely time of it. So go and follow her and go and give her more.
She hates it. So I was trying to be kind, and now everybody's like, right, I'm going to find her. We're going to stalk her. So, I would imagine that this would be a one and done for next year, I would imagine. But yes, Jay has been let off the leash very quickly to be able to do this live stream with me.
And, they got something going on with Steven Spielberg here, because
they've got to be with regards to the stuff. Yeah, because what we have Back to the Future, Jaws, and Goonies.
Goonies, E.T. He did Jurassic. Did you Jurassic Park?
It was I think it was a Spielberg film, wasn't it? Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I think it was. There was so good. So Gremlins was another one that they've done another set for, I think, as well. So clearly something's going on. That just leaves Poltergeist effectively. So we could have a spooky TV set. That'd be pretty fun.
Well, that would be pretty cool. Good. Trigger Bricks did watch your video earlier, Jay. So I sent Trigger Bricks over to your channel because we have a mint in box collector for 6-inch. The Black Series, I do believe. So Trigger Bricks is a massive collector of toys.
There is literally Black Series behind me. If I lean back, that entire back unit and the top shelf is Black Series scaled in. So got Star Wars in about 4 different formats in this house.
There we go. That's you in big. That's big. Jay's big noggin.
They're going to get out of the way. Out of the way. It's all up there at the top and down the back. We've got a thingy, and a big Castle Grayskull's just turned up as well. So,
and I'd just like to say that this is his smaller room, not actually the main collection. This is just used as a backdrop for Jay, not anything to do with anything that he is just mad. Absolutely mad. Guy says I've not bought anything lately, so I can buy 2 Goonie sets. Guy, are you going to either part them out, or are you going to do the ultimate and try and make an actual Inferno ship? Are you going to go for a big Inferno where you're going to do both things at the same time? Because it's a possibility it could be done. So that'd be exciting if that is the case. And Jay, are you a fan of the Smurfs?
I used to watch the Smurfs as a very young child. Haribo do a flavour of sweet called Smurfs, so I've eaten Smurfs, I could say. So I could see this being very popular. I've said before, I think, about with regards to those Bricklink sets with the Mushroom Village, pretty much was a Smurf village, but now you got an actual Smurf village. Oh, and some minifigures as well. So not one I would potentially buy, but I could see it being a big. There's whole Smurf collectors out there. There's Smurf lands in theme parks, I think I've seen as well. So
there is, yeah. So over in Dubai, it is. Yes, Jay is right. I have been on the Smurf ride and all that kind of thing as well.
It was you on that ride. I remember that.
Yeah. Well, who else is stupid enough to upload theme park content on a Lego channel and think people are going to watch it? Me. So I mean, it's available for people if you want to see what it looks like. But yes, there is all the Smurf stuff with the play area and all that kind of stuff. But I've got to be honest. It's a wet fart for me. I wouldn't. I don't really. It's not everything I respect. Everything I really like. The fact everything is completely different, but I don't think there's anything I would get unless I did go for a Steven Spielberg thing. No, I don't. I don't think. Yeah. So. Yeah, it's one of those. Let me just go back through. Well, I'll go back through the chat once me and Jay's finished, and I'll catch up. There's loads of comments coming through, so I'll catch up with everybody. Catch up with anybody in a second. So another random one, which I appreciate this, because I know exactly what this is going to look like, built up and done, is the noodles. Are you a fan of the noodles?
Bit of ramen. Not my favorite food, if I'm being honest. A bit of ramen, but it is again, seeing a designer interview, I think it's one of the first times they've done food, because Lego apparently had been against food in case children eat it. So they've going to, they did say they're going to have to put some safety precautions and things into this one, but it will be marketed as an 18+. But you'll have a bowl of actual scale food. So again, I could see it actually selling. I think I could generally see everything from this round selling quite well, to be honest. But that wouldn't be one that I would pick up.
No, I can see this. I can see all of them selling. And I was having a proper go off in the other stream that I've just done with regards to people not actually understanding where these sets have come from. People don't get the gist of how Lego Ideas work. They don't know that it's a website. They don't get it. And I think it takes too long for these sets to come out, because I can imagine people just being disheartened if it takes 2 years for your sets just to hit 10,000 votes, because people don't realize that this Lego Ideas set exists. So we need to spread the word a little bit more. This surprised me though. Downton Abbey.
I've seen this because this has been in the parking lot, as they described it. So they've got this new parking lot feature where they put something in there and they will come back to it to review it at a later date. And this one has been in there for a while, because I know, of course, it is her birthday, but Cheeky Monkey has been to this very building. So she has been around the actual building. So I'm somehow probably going to have to end up with this in my collection. Now, I've never actually watched 1 second of Downton Abbey, but apparently I'll probably own this.
So basically you're going to have to buy it for her for her birthday, and you know full well that this is going to be the most expensive set.
If they make it deep, it will be. They might get lucky. It might be like a facade, like the Malfoy Manor. But if it's deep, then we're in trouble.
Well, I was just looking at the minifigure count, and I was like, I'm not 100% sure if they're good, because a lot of these do have a lot of minifigures in them. So it'll be it'd be an interesting one to do. But yeah, you can see you can see all the minifigures that are included, but they're all saying it's like new faces, new molds, new this, new that, and obviously they will rein them all in. But if the Goonies is anything to go by, I think we're going to be in very good stead for the Lego Ideas sets next year. I think that's a positive because I think, let's be honest, the Goonies is beautiful. It ticks all the boxes, is what everybody wants. It might not be what people like as an actual film, but as an actual set to something, I think they've done an absolute fantastic job. And it's one of, not many times it happens, but it's one of the first times I think I prefer the Legos version in collaboration with the designer to the designer's own set because of just how it's been reconfigured. So if things like that happen with these, I think we might be living the dream. So back to the one that Jay is quite moist for, this one. What's your favorite thing about it, sir?
I don't know if it's the minifigures or someone can have Power Rangers literally running around my Lego city, or it's a Megazord. But I think it's probably a Megazord. I want the Godzilla won an ideas for next year as well earlier in the year, so there might be a chance I've got a Godzilla fighting a Megazord just roaming around the city. I think this has lots of potential because obviously Lego has houses that you could potentially scale in with something like this, where that's harder to do in the 6-inch game that I collect because I need a Megazord that's about 20 foot tall to do that. But in Lego, you can do it. So that's why I'm really excited about this. You've got Voltron, you've got Prime, you've got things you could mix this in. You've got the mech team leader from Fortnite as well. So they've got a lot of mechs out there. If that's your sort of thing, you can obviously combine them together. So it's great to see you can actually separate them if you wanted to. Not a thing I would do. It's definitely going to be a big roaming Megazord. But the fact they've actually got the Power Rangers license, that was a massive one I want them to get. The only other thing I want them to get as much as this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I've seen submissions for a turtle van. If they could somehow pull off that license and we could have Power Rangers, Turtles, Marvel and DC, because that's what I do around the Lego City. It's all those cartoons, comic books, all that pop culture. Just Ghostbusters I've got in there, Back to the Future. You can have everything just wandering around the city. So Power Rangers was a big thing they were missing. So it's great to actually see them finally coming in. As I say, these are going to be so easy to incorporate, I think, into a city display, or even if you're trying to do something separate for Power Rangers.
Yeah, that's it. You're right. I mean, so what Jay was talking about with regards to the other bits and pieces, it was this. So this is one of them. This is the mech leader, which is like 60 pounds off currently in John Lewis or Smith's or Argos or somewhere. It's in huge sales. It's a big thing. It's 2,500 pieces. So this is obviously much bigger than the Prime. As we now know that the Optimus Prime and the Power Rangers set is exactly the same height. They are to the inch the same, I do believe. So it'd be interesting to see if they manage to keep that the same height. But this thing is obviously huge. It does have another nice little minifigure at the front. And obviously you can see that the minifigure set's in it. So yeah, if you're into your larger than life mechs with regards to just having stuff on the shelf or roaming around your city, you could actually have quite a nice little collection coming through. Because obviously this is 17.5. That's what I was looking for. So that's things, it's 17.5, where the newer one is, what did we 14, say it was? 14. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. 14 inches, which is the same height as Prime. So if you have any of those, then you know exactly what it is. But this one, for the ideas, didn't take too long because it was done on the 18th of November. So this actually got to 10K quite quickly, whereas some of the others seem to have taken a little while.
Is it the fact that they've got to 10K quicker and they just have to wait till they have this round of submissions, or I don't know if it says.
Well, I don't. To be honest, I know it says in the actual on the main Lego Ideas website, and it says, "Oh, now this is our biggest thing with regards to coming through." But the problem that I have with the Lego Ideas thing is that there's so many mini competitions that are running. Like we knew about the Goonies because it was the 80s. We knew about that.
Those ones,
you got loads of those, but the 10,000K votes, people just upload them throughout the year, and they're never spoken about. They're not under its own tab. You focus on the in-stream competitions, and I've just told everybody that there's a competition running at the moment for a Halloween competition that finishes in like 9 days. There's like 35 submissions. That's it. And you could win a Lego prize from it as well. So it's like there's no, at the moment, there doesn't seem to be people uploading stuff because it's just not spoken about. So I don't quite understand what that's all about. But no, I don't know, basically. I'm not 100% sure what that's all to do with. But the actual Lego Ideas website, it's an easy enough website to use and do and everything. Because if I just literally go on to the Lego Ideas, it has the Lego Ideas website. Come on, Lego Ideas. Just go to the no. It's now linking me to something else. So the actual main homepage is easy. So it's this. This is it. So you've got the main homepage just up on here. It's got the video of everything that is available, and it's also got all the competitions that are running as well. But you can see you've got the Lego Build Challenge. You've got other little bits and pieces that are there. You got the mineral one that me and you saw, Jay, when we were there, and that was selling well on the shelves. But there it is. That's what you want. There's one.
There's one.
But that looks like I don't know if that's got 425 days left, or it's been on the website for 425 days. So do they give them over a year to hit 10,000? Yeah, it does. So you get 425 days to get to 1,000 supporters, but it doesn't. So you could be on here for years until it hits 10K.
Yeah,
so it just gets swallowed up. It just gets lost. It I think it needs something like they've got with the Lego Bricklink at the moment, where it's the next phase, and then we've got 4 months or 2 months to vote, and then it's again, and it sort of injects more interest. Because I never click on any of these because I'm too busy looking at all the current competition. But there's got to be something
floating around there as well. I've seen that's
what's that?
There's a Thundercats one floating around of the.
Somewhere. Yeah, that's it. There is somewhere because we had a couple of the Thundercats in the 80s edition, which didn't make it through, and now they've been put into the 10,000 vote one. But yeah, the Goonies went through very, very quickly because it was on a short turnaround for a competition, whereas these are just the big 10K ones. So yeah, it's a bit. It's a bit different. I think
the X-Files, isn't it? The X-Files was part of the 90s competition, and that's through for 2026. So I was wondering, because they've already had like the Godzilla announcement for next year, the X-Files, are all these 26 or are some 27, which is why it was, is they all next year? Because that sounds like quite a lot. That's at least
there's a lot coming. There is a lot coming, but are they going to be doing this instead of a push for something else? Are they going to have like more Lego Ideas sets out this year, and we're not going to get, say, a certain wave of something coming out? Or because I'm assuming that these are for next year.
You could be wrong. There on how many idea sets come out per year. I'm sure it's
this is the thing, because this is what the video is about, because they haven't done this many submissions before. So this is why they've made a huge hoo-ha on the actual Lego Ideas website, because this is the most ever that they've chosen in one go. Yeah, it's never been 6. I think it's only about either 3 or 4. They've done 6.
They've put the Golden Girls has gone into the parking lot. That was announced today under the same thingy. So that looks an interesting little set. If I found the Golden Girls out there, it's another one that could potentially get through.
Yeah, that's it. There's lots to pick from. But Jay, I'm assuming you have to go now because you've hit your barrier of allowance.
Yes, I've got a busy evening ahead of more live streams to come as well. So I'm a wanted man these days, it seems.
Jay is extremely busy. He's dedicated 20 minutes to me, which I massively appreciate. So we'll get your big face on the screen, sell yourself, let them know where you can find you, and then you can leave.
You can find me right here on YouTube at Jay's Toy Collection UK. I've got a bit of coverage up from MCM Comic Con London, interviews with the Marvel team from Hasbro and the G.I. Joe team from Hasbro. If you want more of me tonight, head over to Encountered Culture here on YouTube. I'll be on Kenny's channel tonight, streaming about 11:30 towards midnight. And again, as I say, subscribe at Jay's Toy Collection for all things, everything toy related, basically.
Well, there we go. It's as easy as that. Just everything toy related. So, Jay, I will get you gone. I didn't actually mean to do that. I'm not going to lie, because I have just knocked him off thinking it was me. So hang on. Stay there. There he is. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to say bye and then hang up, and I wasn't on the screen. So I've basically
I've nicked his Transformers there in my display now. He's going to have to buy the Lego ones. And he's just
I've lost everything. I've lost my backdrop. It's all gone. You've disappeared. I've deleted everything. That's all gone completely Pete Tong. But yeah, so enjoy the rest of your evening. Obviously, I'll link Jay into the description so you can find Jay and obviously everything else like that, like I always do. It does take, as we know, about 24 hours to render to it. The link's actually live, but you can go and see his different bits and pieces whenever. So Jay, again, wish Cheeky Monkey a happy birthday from me, and goodbye, and I'll speak to you soon.
See you later.
Bye. Right, he's gone. Easy as that. So that is one part of this done. So let me go back through the chat very, very quickly, as we've got quite a lot to go through. Quite a lot to go through. There we go. So I did see for the Republic. Hello and welcome to you. We've got Hi Jay from Trickle Bricks. We've got a Venator with a question mark to my left. Don't you worry, it's not disappeared. As we are coming down, we've got the Love the Haunted House. Mine is next to the Hocus Pocus set. That is the stuff that we are about to be covering now, all horror stuff related, which is good. We have got this, which I thought was funny when I saw it pop up. Guy says, person blue eating spaghetti. I think that's supposed to be a emoji, which didn't work, but it does make me chuckle. John Powell then says, my picture didn't look good, too dark, and they're not displaying right, but it happens, isn't it? It is what it is. And then we're talking about concept art. We've got the Santa looks pretty good. And then we have got, Guy says, when he retires after building his bits and pieces up, he will be able to do that. Did we get to double digits? We did get, I think we got to 10 likes in the last one, but I don't know what we're going to do on this one. So if we can get more than 10 likes on this live stream, that'll be fantastic. We have got Ola, so hello again to you. Hopefully you are still with us. I think so. 10 likes. Looks like that's what you mean. Yep. And then as we're coming through, we've got a happy birthday. Happy birthday. And it also says, if you're into Lego, I recommend clicking on Bricks with Coco and Churro. He's a chill Lego streamer with giant Lego table. Probably big child. There we go. We're all big children that enjoy the Lego stuff. Right. Jay says, thank you all. Caught up. So Jay, appreciate it. Thank you very much indeed for popping on. That was a very, very quick thing. I know Jay's very excited about the Power Rangers, and it's always, he needs to save his throat, because one of the things about doing live streams is when you keep talking, you wake up the following day and it's a nightmare. And I just at the moment seem to have the energy to carry on. So I am going to scare Lego King very, very quickly, because he's not going to expect this. Ready? 2, 1. So how you getting on, Mr. Lego King?
Yes, we're getting on fine. How are you?
I told you I was going to scare him. He had no idea. I was building that up, but I didn't think he could hear me. So he's got something on his head. There we go. He's got his Halloween decorations. Yeah. So what is it you're building?
Well, we're building the haunted house, and it's been quite stressful, as you said, like, hasn't it? Yeah, we lost the pieces and stuff, and well, we definitely lost one piece, but there was a piece that didn't come in it, and that was the Anubis's, the head. And it's like a 4x4 grey brick. So I'm going to have to go and brick out or someplace to get it. But it was in the inside. So that was good. Yeah. So, yeah, we're cracking along now. And I'm trying to not get stressed out. I'm trying to make it feel a bit more.
Yeah, just enjoy it. That's what it's all about. You've got to enjoy yourself.
Summer's been doing all the best bits. She got the Sphinx. That was good. She done the Easter eggs, didn't you? Yeah.
There's lots of Easter eggs in this. There's lots of Easter eggs in this set, isn't there?
And then to keep my sugar up, to keep my energy up, I have a whole entire packet of lollies.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't go wrong with that. You are living the dream. I've got my energy supply of fantastic, so we'll be ticking over all right for the next half hour or so, I'm sure. So, right, as you're building that, I will jump you back off the screen so you don't have to panic too much. So as they're building that in the background, I'll get them back on in a second. I'm going to create a poll. Now, I'm going to have to keep it Halloween-related-esque. I'm going to ask, what sets do you own? Do you own? No. If, see, this will be a good one. If you could only get one, do you have the Firehouse, which is the one that's to my left, which I'll show in a second? Big haunted house. Big haunted house. This is what I was trying to do when Jay was talking, and then he finished talking too quickly, and I clicked the wrong button, kicked him out, deleted all of this, and then deleted everything else. So I was like, oh, bugger. Big haunted house. We've got the Monster Fighters. That is a set which is slept on. I will do any of them because that's a fantastic line, or anything else. Start the poll, tuck into that, see what you think. So if you're watching this on the replay, you have got, if you could only get one, would you get this Firehouse to my right-hand side? Would you get the big haunted house, which is what Mr. Lego King is building? The Monster Fighters, which is any or anything else? If you could only get one for your collection, what would you go for? Now, as they're building bits and pieces in the background, I am going to show off the haunted house. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go through different haunted houses, different Lego sets on the Lego website, and Lego King can show off some bits and pieces because obviously he won't be able to show off his set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show mine off, put it back, grab mine so you can see what he's building, and then we can just bounce ideas around from there. So they are tucking into the set in the background, and then I'll get him on in a couple of minutes time. And when we're on the actual Lego website going through the sets, I'll be speaking to Lego King like I was to Jay. But for now, I am just going to go big. And we are going to tuck into this very, very quickly in case you've not actually seen it. So it's just something different. It's just rather than building, we'll still talk about all the Lego stuff. We'll talk about any horror set that you're building for Halloween as well. Just let me know. And I'll type in the SKU number on the actual Lego website. Obviously, there's lots of sets to tuck into. I have seen people say what they're building with other bits and bobs. So obviously, we'll be tucking into that as well. But before I even attempt to move this, I am going to do a summer. And I am going to have some sweets as well, just to keep me going, because, well, it's Halloween Eve, so why not? So, Truckle Bricks, just to make it spicy, I've gone for, if I could get any set right now, I'd love the UCS Imperial Shuttle. That's not a bad shout. That is not a bad shout at all. What is the SKU number? And I will have a look as we go through. So the poll at the moment, anything from the Monster Fight House and the Firehouse are the two that are there. Didn't take long for those votes to come in. The Monster Fight is a fantastic thing. Right, that's a good start. I've just knocked something off this already. Yeah, the Monster Fighters gets mine as well. So this is looking a little bit sorry for itself. As you saw, I had about 3 minutes to swap between the two lives. This is where we're at. So, got all the minifigures on top. It's got the removable roof. It's got the nice ghost. The roof does remove, he says. It will come off. It will come off. Yes, you will. There we go. It's just been on there forever. So, removable roof. There we go. Off it comes. Off it comes. There it is. It does come off with it, but it's just easier. It's just easy to take off. Right, so the detail on this thing, outstanding. It's huge as well, and if you don't have it in your collection, and there might be rumours that we might be getting a smaller one of these maybe next year. I've seen that, but it's obviously all rumours are rumours. But I have managed to get the car, and it does fit on the inside, absolutely no problem. So this is the Lego Ideas vehicle, and it sits in there absolutely fine. It looks great. And of course, then you get a different lot of minifigures as well, don't you? So that works out to be a treat. And it's got the Ecto 1 on the license plate on the front, Ecto 1 on the license plate on the back. So living the dream with this. This is a great little thing. And I paid hardly anything for it. Some people pay a fortune for it, where you can actually get it online relatively all right. Obviously, the longer you wait, the more expensive it's going to get. And it's going to be a little bit rough and ready. But don't know the best way of actually showing this off, so I think we're going to have to go side flap open first and just hope that it actually all stays together, because I don't think it is. I think it's going to wanting. So if you didn't realize, it is very, very pretty shut, but open has got a lot of detail. But you've got to be careful when you open up the doors, because it is also modular as well. So there it is. That is what that thing looks like, and it is very, very good indeed. So I'm trying to, what I'm going to do, I'm going to spin this light around, because like I said, I didn't really have too much time to work this out. This thing is so big. There. I can't open up the flap any more than that, but I think you should be able to see the bits and pieces. So you've got all the amazing bits. You've got like even a, is that a tile? Or did I suppose? No, it's a tile. Look at that. You've got a proper Ghostbusters tile, and that is before they got the 4th member in, and they've even been horrible, and they've shafted him out the locker at the bottom as well. So you don't have the locker that's in there. You've got another brick tile at the bottom. You've got the that's supposed to be all neat and tidy in there. That's the reception desk. You've got all the drawers. You've got all the other little bits and pieces. And then obviously as you're coming through, it is just packed full of detail of everything. Now, I am going to do my best actually very quickly now to find this on the Lego website, but I don't think I'm doing this justice whatsoever, because it is a very, very nice looking set. So rather than not knowing if you can see it or not, so Trickle Bricks says, I had the Firehouse sealed in box. I can't bring myself to crack it open. We'll probably sell it at some point. Yes, I don't blame you. I just wanted this, and I wanted it in, and this is one of the sets I just really liked, and I managed to get it at that lower bit. There's now what it's worth. Never want to buy it new. Never, never, never. I got this just after it retired, so it was still at the same, like the retail price, so it was okay. But I've seen these things. I could sell a lot of this over the next few years and just make money back on absolutely everything. So we can, yeah, we can do that. And we also have another plan. I brought to go my modulars, but my city plans bit the dust, so I sold my modulars. Yep. So I don't have much use for it other than just display on its own. Happens. Yeah, it works well with the other modulars. It works well with the other little bits and pieces. So let's get my face off and let's tuck into a bit of Halloween research. So Firehouse, is it going to pop up for Ghostbusters? Yes, it is. There it is. So when this came out, this was 4,634 pieces, item number 75827. Fantastic minifigures, fantastic ghosts. And what I've been trying to show you is this. So you can see it's got all of that. It's got the big golden pole. You've got so much detail on the inside of this. It is stupid. So that is nuts, because you know full well that you're going to get at least 3 times the price of that in total. So yeah, 2018, I wasn't too much more than that, I don't think. Because it was, what was it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that was the price new. So yeah, I didn't pay much. I paid around that, I think. But that now is, yeah, 3-4 times the amount of price. It's a lot of money now, isn't it? It is a lot of money. But yeah, the detail in this thing is beautiful. You've got the lockers at the bottom, just down on there. You then got the twizzly pole all the way through up at the top, which it does work round. So if you wanted the dick pole that comes in the Batman, how I can say that with a straight, I can't say it with a straight face, let's be honest. It makes me laugh too much, Jay. Sort of you can have that with the Batman set. You've got dual faces with all the bits and pieces that are going on up at the bottom. Then you've got Slimer with regards to the pizza. This is a very important set to me as well, because it is a ride that is in Dubai. Oh, look who it is. So I've been told by Jay, this is her hashtag, her handle. You can find her and you can wish her happy birthday in her personal profile. Jay said it. I'm sorry, Jay said it, but this is the birthday girl for Jay's better half. So that is the one in question. But yes, with regards to this, you've got all the pizza bit, you've got the gaming thing there, you've got the beds, you've got a toilet, but it has got green slime on. And as it comes up, you've got the pool table, and then you've got all of the other little bits and pieces. Now, because this is a Halloween special, and this is obviously what's kicking everything off, and this actually was not my idea. This was Lego King's idea. It is time to get Mr. Lego King back involved, and he can let us know what he thinks. Now, again, I don't think he can hear me. I can see Summer looking, panicking. He's looking. He's on. There he is. Oh. Just wondering what the hell is going on. So what do you think of this set, you two? See, he wasn't ready for that question. I've just thrown him under the bus. So we are looking at the Ghostbuster.
I was actually looking. The Ghostbuster set was amazing. I mean, that was then, but if they updated it, they could do it again. And I think they should have the ghost bank where they put the ghost into the traps, into the big safe thing.
Just down there on the bottom left-hand side, underneath the stairs.
Yeah.
It's there already.
Oh. Well, it doesn't look good.
Lego King said he couldn't see it. It doesn't look good.
No,
so don't forget, when this is shot.
There it is on the left. Yeah.
Yeah.
They could have done it a little bit better. No, I'm joking. It was one of those sets I missed. It's great. It's absolutely amazing. I bet you're happy you got that, aren't you?
Yeah, the problem is with this set now is that if somebody has got it sealed in the box and they're going to sell it like Trickle Bricks,
Yeah.
whoever buys it wouldn't open it.
Yeah, I
Because
remember that when you went to buy yours, the guy actually looked at you horrified because it was sealed and you just threw it into the back of your motor because you're like me, you wanted to open it and you're a collector.
I just threw it in and just opened it up. I didn't really care too much. But yeah, with this, it's got the pool table in. It's got all the detail in. Each room, in all fairness, is very, very nicely detailed.
Yeah,
And
it is. It's like I've got the Lego ideas. You know the Ghostbusters, the first car.
Just get your thing on solar layout. There we go.
Uh,
Yeah. So you got the Lego Ideas car Ghostbusters, haven't you?
Yeah.
So that's I got the same plaque and plinth just on mine as well. So I've got them on top. Yeah, the car it comes with is great. It's got the packs.
It's my favorite. Yeah, that's right. It's my favorite. I think the car is one of my favorites in the collection. So, and I've incorporated.
You obviously added the extra slime on.
I've put my own little ghost on as well. You get these little ghosts. I found them on like eBay, and they're quite cool. So you got these little ghosts flying around, attacking the car. Give it some
that goes well, really well.
Yeah.
That looks smart.
Yeah.
Right, the birthday girl has just said I built the Lego Game Boy today. Have you finished it, or have you just opened it? And did Jay get it for you because he wanted to give away purchase, or did you receive the giveaway purchase as well? I would be asking questions, cheeky monkey, because he's always got an interior motive. Right. So I will let you carry on building that because I know it's hard to talk and build at the same time. So you carry on, and I will go through a couple of the sets, and then I'll get you back on when we get back onto the haunted house, and you and Summer can let us know where you're at. You enjoying the build so far, Summer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So where are you in your instruction booklet?
We're on page 288, and we're on bag 12.
Nice. So how many bags are there in total?
25.
25 bags in total. So bag 12. So you're starting to get higher and higher then.
Yeah, we're getting there.
I did
one of the bags is just the chain. So you'll keep plodding on as long as you're enjoying the build. So how many minifigures have you opened up so far?
God, how many minifigures are there? 7.
So you've 7 in. So it's not bad. Not bad. Right, I'll leave you to it. You carry on. Enjoy your sweet, Summer. You keep chomping on. Right, so that is those two churning away because those bags are big as well. So with regards to space, it's obviously a right royal pain in the backside. But you wouldn't imagine in today's day and age that you would have a ghost sat on a toilet leaving slime across everywhere. That's the detail that this set has. And it is a pretty cool thing. So I'm glad I have this. I think that if somebody was to build this every year for Halloween, for example, I think this would be a cool Halloween build. You've got the nice table with the pizza and all that kind of stuff as well. So yeah, this is sort of like going a trip down memory lane for some of the older sets. Obviously, the ghosts look great. I did see Trickle Brick say it looks very similar ghosts to what they've used for the Ninjago, if that's what it said. Yes, it does. Yep. So the ghosts that are in there, they would work very, very well indeed. But yeah, some of the stuff that they've done for Halloween, it's been pretty cool. So with 7 votes in, we've got 71% for the Firehouse, you've got 14% for the Big Haunted House, you've got 14% for any Monster Fighters house. Now, as we are going through the poll, Monster Fighters, let me type it in. One store figures. No, if it's ER or OR they go on there. It might be OR because that's retired. So where are we? Are you going to give me the sets? I might need to find the SKU number, which might be a little bit awkward. So you've got the Nexo Knights are still on here. That's unusual. I thought because that bombed, I didn't think that would be on there. So some of the old Ninjago bits and pieces. Are you not going to give me any of those sets at all? No, you are not. Okay, Haunted House then. There it is. I don't understand it. I don't understand. So that's the Haunted House from the Monster Fighters range. We'll start on this and then we'll see what it links us to. So this was 9.4 inches high. It was just on a standard base plate. 15.4 inches high, 9.4 inches wide. So yes, it was just on a standard base plate. It is a very, very expensive set now, but when this thing first came out, it wasn't that bad whatsoever. It came with some amazing other things with regards to the stuff that will just go with it. So if you've got this one, or if you're a fan of this one, then I'm sure you're going to be building this up this Halloween, because it's a great looking thing. Cheeky Monkey said he got it from Smith's, so no, there'll be no giveaway purchase, so he can't. That's it. So he was good, nice that he got you something like that. That's a really nice set. And I finished Ninjago season 10, but can't watch season 11 to 15 as apparently Paramount have the rights. Well. There we go then. You've just answered your own thing. Straight over to Dragon's Rising and you'll be fine with that. I thought I had problems with a couple of series. And now Paramount, they've obviously sold the rights off to Paramount and done some of the little bits and pieces, which isn't nice. But yeah, so that's what the Haunted House looks like. The box artwork looks great. You've got the glow in the dark ghosts. It's 2,064 pieces. Item number 10228. This is obviously a 14 plus. There's your minifigures in question. It's just a basic thing. But you started to get all of them together. And I think it looked very, very good. And what I'll try and do, hang on. If I can be clever, what have we got? 9468 is the next one that I would look for. Because there's other big sets from it. 9468. That does not seem the right SKU number to me. No. So that's lies. No. Come on, just give me the SKU number. I am looking for the rest of the SKU numbers for the Monster Fighters. Oh, there it is. Are you now gonna give it to me that way? What is this all about? I never understand the Lego website from time to time. So we found this. This is something brand new to me. So we've got the full collection. It's been over a decade since the legendary Monster Fighters were last seen. Packed. Where's this come from? Inspired by all classic monsters, this landmark ghostly Lego theme hooked fans with its host. They just added this on for people that have been looking for this. So it released in 2012. The theme boasted 9 sets of varying size with 4 additional promotional polybags offering not so long running expansive theme, yet it still managed to become very memorable. So why didn't you sell it, or why won't you redo them? Because your Monster Fighters sets are in every single Legoland park around the world. So I don't understand why you just won't re-release these sets. But this is what. So at least we can see them. They're going to show us them all. They are. Oh, this is exciting. So this is the easiest way of seeing. If anybody didn't realize this was on the Lego website, now you do. But what a cool looking thing this is. So we have got the original all the way through. I'm going to get Lego King back on, but speak to Summer. Summer, did you realize that these were on the Lego website?
No.
No. Have you seen these sets before? On the Lego website, they've added an article which has every single Monster Fighters set. And the Monster Fighters series came out in 2012.
Wow.
I didn't realize it was that old either.
I didn't even know it was on there.
It's because they didn't announce it that they had that.
Probably,
No,
yeah.
so obviously these are all the sets that they used to sell back in 2012. So first up with the Swamp Creatures set 9461. It only had 70 pieces, but it had 2 minifigures. So you've never seen any of these before, Summer?
No.
So there's a glow-in-the-dark skeleton horse and a glow-in-the-dark mummy, which I've never, ever seen before.
I've seen the horse before.
Have you seen the wolf with the glow? He's obviously got glow-in-the-dark Wolverine.
Gloves.
Arms.
Never.
I didn't even know that was an element.
No.
What a cool looking thing. All of these would be perfect. I mean, these would have been what, £7-8 when they came out for Halloween?
Probably a polybag size.
Yeah. You got a glow in the dark head on that one for the vampire, and you've got the cool little driver as well. What a cool little trip down memory lane, because this is just opened up at Windsor. So all of these is the Monster Fighters house at Legoland Windsor. And I just don't know why they don't try and re-release some of these. Clearly, they're popular enough, especially if added on this.
That car from the Monster Fighter series, as you said, it's one of my favorites. I mean, I never got it. I never got it like the Ghostbusters house that you was just showing off with Slammer. But what an amazing set to have in your collection. If you're a collector, they are a must. I mean, this reminds me of Hidden Side just a little bit, but as you can see in the background, there's Boron Bam Boron on the left from the Adventures down to
that's the Easter egg, isn't it? That's the Easter egg to them. So he's in a crossover of everything. So he's in your set, he's in the Adventures sets, he's in these, he's in the new modular. So
and we're into the instructions at the moment. There's a little Easter egg for everyone. The Forbidden Skeleton. So we've got the Forbidden skeleton, and he's hanging up, which is going to be. If I give the camera.
Yeah, that's it. Move the camera, don't move the set. Yeah, there's loads of detail in that set.
So we're gonna hang the skeleton off of this chain, which is right here, and it says, what does it say? Do you want to read that, Summer? What does that say about the skeleton?
Some say Sam Sinister's car exploded while running from the law, leaving only his skeleton and top hat behind. Some say there was a third twin butler. No one knows for sure.
Wow.
Oh, very good.
So you
learn loads of different bits and pieces with the set, don't you? That's the amazing thing. It gives you like when it's got a detailed instruction booklet, or like what they used to with your set that you got there. Every like 20 or 30 pages, they just write a little bit in there where it catches your interest. You want to learn a little bit more about the background or why and where and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, it feels like we're going back in time again, like Back to the Future. You got the glasses.
Yeah, it's just nice to see. But I mean, like this blue little car with all the two little like adventure minifigures on the left, but then you have got what looks like an actual proper Frankenstein minifigure on there, which I thought they must have re-released that as a CMF.
Yeah, because that came out in the CMF Horror Series 16.
It did, yeah.
It did. And then there was also another character as well, like a fly guy with like a claw hand. And then, as you asked us the other day in one of your lives, what was one of my favorite minifigures? And it was the plant guy, and he had like a plant head on. And I remember it from the Little Shop of Horrors when he is, of the plant. And as I was a child, I used to love that, but I was scared of it at the same time. It was quite funny, But yeah, that would be good.
Did you get this train or not?
No, I didn't. And do you know what? When we went to Billund, if you remember lightly, there was an exhibition that up there, and it had that train on it on a mosaic, and it was absolutely fabulous, and it glowed in the dark.
Yeah, everything that's green in this is the glow in the dark element. So the front face does because like I've only ever seen, this is the only set I've ever seen a glow in the dark flame element. Obviously, you got to remember this is 2012. This was at the time where they were throwing out loads of new elements, and then suddenly started to rein them all back in because they obviously realised that they were probably spending a little bit too much money on stuff.
I like that plane because it reminds me of the Disney. You're thinking
what? Which one are you thinking of? The newer one from Indiana Jones?
Yeah. But I do like that. I mean that was years ago. I mean, it's pretty good design on that. I like the barrel on the back and that. So it's pretty cool.
Everything we're looking at is 2012, and I didn't realise that this. It's weird. You type it in on the Lego website, it pumps up with nothing. You type it in on Google, and it takes you a link from the Lego website straight to its own Lego website. So I have no idea why they make it so difficult to find. This is the one that I was trying to find, which is the Vampire's House.
Yeah,
because this has two sort of only I've ever seen in that color vampire sort of bat things. You've got the glow in the dark head vampire at the bottom. You've then got your character again. Well, sort of your character again. It's not what yours isn't based on this one. It's based on Johnny Thunder, isn't it? And then you've got the.
What do you think? What do you think on the comparisons of that everybody at home as well on this monster and the one on Bricklink that Jay had seen? I mean, because the one that Jay had, Transylvania, was it? That was pretty
Oh,
cool.
the new one, yeah, we'll be looking at
yeah.
that. We'll be looking at that in a second. So the one that Jay's just got, I mean, that is just second to none. That Jay's going to be over the moon with that. But obviously, what you've got to be thinking of is like this set now that we're looking at when it retailed was probably, I would imagine, 60, 70 pounds when it came out. But Jay's just spent over 300 on his, so you can't. It's a bit difficult to put them side by side. But again, the detail on every single Monster Fighter stuff with all the glow in the dark elements, it's difficult to actually see if they're stickers or prints, which is quite unusual. I'm assuming they're all.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I
would assume that it probably is a print, and maybe the top one is a sticker, because you get one print and then you get like this see-through stickers back then. So it was see-through with the bricks on it, rather than now you would get the whole sticker as being a sticker. Do you know what I mean? You don't get the transparent, but that was in those days. I mean, because you can see the masonry bricks in it, and we didn't get them on the pad wall to like 5, 6, 7 years after.
No, exactly that. So
you know, there was only a few.
Yeah, this sort of thing set everything off, and then you've obviously then got the main event, which is this one here. So yeah, I mean the one that Jay's got now with obviously the Dracula minifigure in, I think he's going to be thrilled. He's going to be thrilled for it. But
that always reminds me of me and Summer when we go to Disney. I mean, Windsor. And we go to the haunted house. It's the same vampire. It always reminds me of going on the ride where he goes upside down and he does the disco dance. Yeah. If anybody hasn't seen it, it's at Windsor, and it's the same count and the same sort of house.
Yeah. If your set was out, so the haunted house that you're making now, your set was out before they broke ground at Legoland Windsor to develop the haunted house. And then when it got built, they decided to base it on the set from 2012 rather than base it on yours. They had the opportunity to do a small drop tower, because if you think yours is an actual ride, so they could have just done the same thing, but instead they decided to do this one instead. So why they went for this, I don't know, because it would have been nice if they re-released some of the figures that came with it or just something. But it says, in conclusion, the Monster Fighters was a legendary, spine-chilling Lego franchise with 13 full sets, 5 gallant monster fighter characters, a whole host of disturbing devilish characters, 12 unique minifigures, built-in storyline added to the authentic and really inspired the imagination of many fans, considered to be one of the most iconic Halloween themes. The vehicles, classic monsters and settings meant the collection had it all, and it seems it didn't go unnoticed. But it was only out for like 2 years. So give it to us back. We want it back.
We want it back. We want a remake.
We do. We want it back, or just redo the exact same sets with those minifigures, because that it's not too bad.
You know what?
I'll let you carry on.
The idea is we should make Lego remake that as a thing, as like Lego ideas. Can we have all the sets that we want to come back?
Yeah, when they get to a certain age, can we just bring them back again because they cost too much money? That's not a bad shout. Right, I'll let you carry on. I'll catch back up in a second. Trigger Bricks says that set was $149.99 retail, and I'm assuming that is the one which was at the bottom of this page. So when this came out at $149.99, this set now is nearly a £500 set if you want to buy this new, which is never going to happen. And the problem is, this is at the age now of where this set shows its age internally, but externally, it's a fantastic looking thing. So yeah, that's a nice little treat. I didn't realize that they had different categories. So what? I wonder if they've got other themes that you could type in and look for. I have to remember that sort of tab across the top and just see what everything else is about. So on the Lego website, obviously there's other bits and pieces, as we know. We will jump back to the Lego website I was on, which was this one here. Yep, we're back on it. And we will just type in Halloween. What do they class as Halloween? It's going to be Harry Potter and all that kind of stuff. But there's plenty, isn't there? So if you... This I think, is a nice looking little set. I think the little sort of jack-o'-lantern pickup truck, I think this goes really well with like the little pumpkin farm. You could have this out the front and obviously just make it up as a cute little thing for $12.99. If you had some of the older Halloween things, because if they do release them year on year on year. Yeah, so that's it. The monster fighters. Yeah, so it's $149.99. Yeah, because you've got the house, and then you've got the vampire one as well, haven't you? So yeah, one of the other would be around that mark. But yeah, you've got the jack-o'-lantern pickup truck, which will go well with the pumpkin patch and the other little bits and pieces. 177 pieces for an 8+ set. And you get a really nice looking little minifigure with that as well. Obviously, you've got no need for anything I'm doing, anything that we're looking at now, but it's quite nice. And of course, they're going to put in the Lord of the Rings set, Jaws, like Stranger Things, just a mashup. Why they have a Darth Vader helmet there, I don't know. It starts off in Halloween. It's got the pumpkins at the bottom, and then it goes into Christmas, doesn't it? So this would be Jay's set that he needs, because I don't think he has got this yet. So yeah, I guess this is probably one of the. Is this the last? Is this the only big set? Is this because this isn't on the retiring block, is it? The other Disney set is. So is this going to be the only Halloween set that we've got available for next year, unless they make anything else, obviously, at the start of the year? Because the minifigures on that look great. Jack looks good. Obviously, there's lots of detail in it. Would look fantastic with Mr. Lego King's, obviously, haunted house that he's building up. It's a strong looking set. Yeah, it's got nice bits and pieces to it. 336. I mean, you can't go wrong with that, can you? It's 4.5 star for 336 reviews. And there's obviously going to be quite a few 2 and 1s, so there's going to be a lot of 5-star reviews on that. I'm going to go back an awkward way, because if I jump back, there we go. It'll take me back to the wrong page. So I'll be coming back down. No, actually, I suppose Wednesday's the new modern stuff, but so I thought some of that was being discontinued. I wouldn't class Star Wars as any Halloween stuff. Harry Potter, did they even do a Halloween episode for Harry Potter? I'm not too sure. So Trickle Brick says great looking set, huge when compared to the new 3-in-1 haunted house. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, the new 3-in-1 is like a little throwback, which I'm surprised hasn't actually popped up yet as I've come through this. I thought that would have been at the top. I know I got recommended. Oh, let's go low to high, because it's got to be in there. Let's just skip the first couple of pages. I think we've broken the price point already, haven't we? Yeah, we have. How can that not come up? And look, there's got to be a problem with the website. It was recommended. It comes up with like 7 pages. But when you change the price at the moment, it gives you just 4 pages. So how the 3-in-1 set is not there? That's just why we're clicking on that one. Was this on 18th? So I'm back order to the 18th. So let's have in 3-in-1. There it is. So I think that's a nice looking set. I think a lot of people might be building this one up for this Halloween. I think it's a nice looking thing. I see Mighty Bowser's back in stock and the Disney camera. Well, very true. To be fair, it's big. It's a good build as well, the Bowser. Guy says, I brought one of those Nightmare Before Christmas. They rarely go on sale. Oh, yeah, it's available in the UK, but depending on who's got it in the UK, it won't go on a sale as well. So if you can pick it up relatively quickly in a sale, then you are absolutely laughing. Pumpkin Van is not retiring, I don't think. No, I don't think it is. So you could have the Pumpkin Van with this haunted house, and then obviously I would build the haunted house. They have been cheeky though, because they have also given you the train. You know what the throwback is to the train. You have got the Frankenstein in there, and you have got the wolf. So you've got 2. That I never noticed. You have got 2 CMF minifigures from the oldest series in that. I never paid attention to that first when it came out. But yeah, there's for the price of this, you can see it's on the little clear cylinders, so it looks like it's flying. But let's be honest, it's nowhere near the standard of the original sets that came out. And obviously, this flaps open like the one that Lego King's building, whereas the other one was modular. So there's obviously some slight differences. But yeah, so it's always nice to try and build some bits and pieces up for Halloween. Obviously, I've got nothing to build for Halloween, nor do I need to. So I've got my haunted bits and pieces sorted. It was just nice to share these little bits and pieces with everybody. Oh yeah, we've typed on that. Is there any sets that you guys and girls in the comment section would class as Halloween? What do you think? What's your favorite Halloween build? And what I'll do is I will type that in on the screen. You missed it, page 3. Oh, the wreath on page 3. Hang on. I can't remember what I typed in. I just typed in Halloween. I don't know what page it would be either. I can have a look at the wreath. Oh, the Halloween wreath. This one. Yeah, it's a cool looking thing. It was on back order, shipped by the 7th of November. So when this first, I think this went on back order quite quickly, didn't it? Because the colours on this are beautiful. Because obviously it's got the really nice deep purples, it's got the violets, it's got the pinks, it's got the ghost, and you've got the pumpkin that's on there. It's in more of the unusual box artwork, because this is the kind of box artwork that you would see at a lot of the Legoland parks. So it would be in store, but it's not. Obviously, straight after Halloween, I would imagine they would just have it in the stock room. They wouldn't kind of put it out. Whereas it would be at the Legoland parks all year round. But that does look rather smart. $79.99. What are we talking about? What set is it? Oh, on page 3, $79.99. Oh, okay, right. I just missed the 3-in-1 on page 3. I'm with you now. Okay. I'm with you. But sometimes the chat isn't live with me. It might be a little bit behind. So I'm with it. Arkham is on back order until the 10th of November. It's a nice looking set. But no, I don't think there is many of the Halloween bits and pieces out. I don't think. I think what we'll do, we'll catch up with Lego King, and I think we'll start to wrap it up, because what are we now? We are coming to 7:45, so we're near enough. We'll see how he's getting on. Okay. How are you both getting on?
Are we getting on?
Good.
Yeah, how are you getting on?
We're nearly done with bag 12.
Nearly bag 12. So you're gonna stop at bag 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, might make sense.
Yeah, I think we are.
Yeah, I don't want to do too much.
We're getting tired. We've got the same. So, we're dressed up as the same guy today, so.
Yeah, you don't want to be making mistakes. Yeah. So what Lego King is making is this haunted house. So what do you say on bag 12?
Yeah. We're on bag 12.
Let's get this up. So that is what? Where's the best photo? Probably that one, to be fair.
You done it.
There we go. So that is. So where have you built the bottom run? So you building the run above the top from that, or?
Yes, we are. So above the spider web. So above the Sphinx's head. Yep. So above the Sphinx's head now, we're onto the tower sort of thing now.
Okay. Yeah, there's so much detail on this, and obviously you've got all the. We know that they've added in the extra figure, because obviously everybody got a second one, possibly by mistake. So we know that was a thing, and it's got there's so many little more hidden Easter eggs that you can crack on with. But at least you got some minifigures now that you can take some photos of. And you've got all the other little bits and pieces, but it is a big thing. It's going to take a while to get it all done.
Yeah, it's getting there. Summer's been flying. I'll be honest with you.
Bring off the roof, Summer.
Yeah, there's one of the pieces of the roof, but it's really tiny.
Really tiny.
There's a lot of detail to each piece, isn't there? And obviously the roof gets tall quick, but it's also very easy to knock off.
This is the piece that we can't find. So it's the dog, the Nimbus that sits inside, and it's a grey piece. But I need to find one of these. I've kept the bits and put them to the side, and they go above the organ. You know the organ player?
Yeah.
Above the organ. So, but yeah, I've got to find that piece, but God knows. But everything else has gone really spectacular. I'm really impressed by the build.
Right. Good. Well, so what I'll do, Lego King, is as always, I'm going to add you and Jay in the description so they can find you. It will take you to a direct link to your YouTube channel. It takes about 24 hours for it to re-render after this finishes going live. So
happy Halloween to everyone as well.
That's it. So
No.
I will let you relax in the background for now. So you will not be coming back on. So don't you panic at all. I want to find out before I go what Trickle Bricks is talking about. I am going to put him on the spot. Give me the set number, and I am going to type in what it is, because all I can see is you've missed it on page. It's missed it on page 3, $79.99. No, the house was on page 3. Never mind. And I want to know what it was. I could try and break it down with regards to the price, but I don't think I can search by that. So if I went for Halloween, I'm in one of those moods now. So we'll go down. It was on recommended. It was on page 3. What are we looking at for $79.99? You weren't talking about Wicked, were you? $74.99? No, is that your cup of tea? You got all the pump? No, it's not there. I want to know. What was it? What was it? What was it? What was it? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Because every time you do it by recommended, it differs every time. That's probably another Halloween-esque type thing, I guess. I still don't class Harry Potter as Halloween. It reminds me of Christmas. I will ask that question, but I think everybody would like to, but I think the motors are very, very expensive. So they do look very good when they're motorized. Like obviously all the roller coasters and things do look really, really smart. And I will be in one of the live streams soon doing a repair on the loop and the red coaster, and then actually doing a comparison video of the two for the first ever time. And what I want to do in one of the live streams, which I could actually do tomorrow, because it'd just be something different, is actually get the chains working on both, because I've had problems with the chains on both. So that would be a very, very painful thing to do, but it is Halloween, so that might be a little bit of fun. It might be a little bit different, and I can just sit at the table slightly differently. The loop coaster would have to go here, and there'll be a little bit of moving. But yeah, I might try that on that. But I'll ask him. But it's just the motors are very expensive, so I'm not 100% sure. But that's it, guys and girls, and I am done. So let's have a look at the poll. Let's see what is going on wherever the poll is. Where have we got to? So Firehouse wins at 60%. There we go. Not too bad. Big Haunted House. It's a beautiful set. And the monster fight is obviously after what we've seen. I think that's a amazing looking thing. So hopefully you guys and girls enjoy your Halloween tomorrow. I will be on it's Friday. So yeah, I'll be on at some point tomorrow, probably early evening through, just sorting some bits and pieces out and basically covering any new bits and pieces. And of course, don't forget tomorrow, it's the countdown to the Goonies, isn't it? So I could not, I will, but I could go live late and see what happens, but I'm not going to, because it could be chaos for everybody. So good luck to everybody that's going to be getting the Goonie set tomorrow night at midnight, because obviously you're going to want that giveaway purchase, I would imagine. So guys, again, if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Hang on. You're looking at it through. Oh, right. There we go. There we go. All right. We figured it out right in the last second. Trickle Bricks has been typing away as fast as he can, and we figured out it was that set. So that's fine. So again, one more time, if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Happy Halloween to everybody. It's already Halloween over in Australia because you have woken up at a ridiculously early time. So hopefully, Guy, you are super, super busy and you're getting all of your orders out. I will be on live again tomorrow. So if you are bored and have absolutely nothing to do and you're not trick-or-treating, you can then join me instead. So as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care and I'll catch you next one. Take it easy, everybody. Bye-bye.